BurgerTime, originally released as Hamburger in Japan, is a 1982 arcade game developed by Data East initially for its Deco cassette system. The player is Chef Peter Pepper, who must walk over hamburger ingredients located across a maze of platforms while avoiding pursuing characters. In the United States, Data East USA licensed BurgerTime for distribution by Bally Midway as a standard dedicated arcade game. Data East also released its own version of BurgerTime in the United States through its Deco cassette system. The Data East and Midway versions are distinguished by the manufacturer's name on the title screen and by the marquee and cabinet artworks, as the game itself is identical. The game's original Japanese title Hamburger changed outside of Japan to BurgerTime, reportedly to avoid potential trademark issues. In addition to all releases in the Western world, BurgerTime also became the title used for the later Japanese ports and sequels. When Data East went bankrupt in 2003, Gmode bought most of Data East's intellectual properties, including BurgerTime, BurgerTime Deluxe, Super BurgerTime, and Peter Pepper's Ice Cream Factory. The object of the game is to complete a number of hamburgers while avoiding enemy foods. The player controls the protagonist, Chef Peter Pepper, with a 4-position joystick and a button. Each board consists of a maze of planks and ladders in which giant burger ingredients, buns, patties, lettuce, tomato, etc., are laid out. When Peter walks the full length of an ingredient, it falls to the level below, knocking down any ingredient that happens to be there. A burger is completed when all of its vertically aligned ingredients have been dropped out of the maze and onto a waiting plate, and the player must complete all burgers to finish the board. 3 types of enemy food items wander the maze: Mr. Hot Dog, Mr. Pickle, and Mr. Egg. The player can score extra points by either crushing them under a falling ingredient or by dropping an ingredient while they are standing on it. In the latter case, the ingredient falls 2 extra levels for every enemy caught on it. Crushed or dropped enemies return to the maze after a short time. At the start of the game, the player is given a limited number of pepper shots to use against enemies. Pressing the button causes Peter to shake a cloud of pepper in the direction he is facing. Any enemy touching the cloud will be stunned for a few seconds, and Peter can safely move through them. Bonus food items such as ice cream, coffee and French fries appear on occasion, awarding bonus points and 1 extra pepper shot when collected. There are 6 boards of increasing difficulty, with more burgers ingredients, more enemies, and/or layouts that make it easier for Peter to become cornered by enemies. After the player completes the 6th board, the cycle repeats. 1 life is lost whenever Peter touches a non-stunned enemy. Once all lives have been lost, the game is over. In Japan, Game Machine listed Hamburger as the 11th highest-grossing arcade video game of 1982. Game Machine later listed Hamburger on their June 15, 1983 issue as being the 23rd most successful table arcade unit of the month. Following its North American debut at the Amusement and Music Operators Association (AMOA) show in November 1982, it was reviewed by Video Games magazine, which listed it as the show's 4th best game, while saying it was the stupidest, silliest game ever, and that's why you couldn't get people off the BurgerTime games with a crowbar. The review praised the music, challenging mazes, and comical characters. Computer and Video Games gave it a positive review, comparing the level structure to Donkey Kong, stating that BurgerTime has a charm all its own and praising the controls. The Deseret News called BurgerTime one of the real surprises of 1983 for the Intellivision and gave the ColecoVision version 3.5 stars out of 4. Computer Games magazine gave the ColecoVision and Coleco Atom versions a positive review, stating that the terrific flavor of the arcade game remains, but the playfield has been greatly reduced. BurgerTime received a Certificate of Merit in the category of 1984 Videogame of the Year, less than 16 kROM, at the 5th Annual Archie Awards. You can download a remake for Android devices from the link in the video description.